Tomorrow night, around 200 million people across the world will tune in to watch the Eurovision Song Contest. Yes, I'm afraid it's that time of year again. This year, Russia will be missing after it was banned over the invasion of Ukraine. Ukraine, though, has entered an act, Kalush Orchestra, and in fact, they're the bookies' favourite to win. Have a quick listen to them. But the coverage of the contest in Ukraine this year may be a little different. The host of Eurovision on Ukrainian TV, there, Graham Norton, if you like, is Timur Miroshnychenko, and he'll be broadcasting his coverage live from a bomb-proof bunker at an undisclosed location. Timur joins me now from that bunker, I'm pleased to say. Timur, good evening.
Good evening, good evening. Nice to see you.
You too. You've been presenting Eurovision for 15 years now, I believe. It's fair to say this is the first time from a bunker. That is presumably for your own safety.
Yes, first and I hope last, of course. Yeah, it's pretty safe here. That's why we're in the bunker. That's why nothing could interrupt our broadcast, because, you know, just a couple of minutes before we meet with you, air raid alert is on in Ukraine right now. So it's the safest place, one of the safest places in Ukraine, I think.
Well, I'd certainly hope you can stay safe there. In March, Russia hit the TV tower in Kyiv. Ukraine said Russia was trying to cut off communications and break the resistance of the people. How hard has it been to keep broadcasting through what is now coming to almost 3 months of this war?
Yeah, it's the main reason why we're here. That TV tower, that TV station in the center of Kyiv, it's my working place. After this, that day, 5 people were killed there. And after that, all Ukrainian TV channels and TV crews had to move somewhere underground in different parts of Ukraine to provide the population, people of Ukraine, with the coverage of news without any interruption.
Now, Eurovision night means big parties for some. I'm sure it's the same in Ukraine as it is here. But do you think people in Ukraine will struggle to get into the spirit of everything, given what, of course, has been happening where you are? Or is it all the more reason to cheer on the national act?
You know, on February of 24th, of course, no one of us were thinking about Eurovision or something like that. But right now, thanks to armed forces of Ukraine and, of course, thanks for support of our partners and friends, especially the United Kingdom, we can join this contest, we can celebrate this contest, and even thinking about where to host next year's Eurovision in case of the victory this year. So it's like a ray of hope for Ukrainians right now, like something they can remember from previous life, previous peaceful life. So it's very important for us to participate and, of course, potentially to win.
Now, Kalush Orchestra have had to get special permission from your government, the Ukrainian government, to actually leave the country to play, because adults, male over a certain age, aren't supposed to leave. They've had huge support from not just in Ukraine, but also globally, I think, as well. And I'd be amazed if they didn't win tomorrow night. What does that feel like as a Ukrainian to have that overwhelming, that bow wave of support, if you like?
You know, Kalush Orchestra, as many other Ukrainian artists who are abroad right now, they are like on the lead of musical resistance of Ukraine. Because we in Ukraine used to sing every time, everywhere, even fighting right now on the front line, our soldiers singing some songs. And of course, Kalush has to be on Eurovision to represent our country, to sing about it, to raise the moral of all Ukrainians. They have a very important mission.
Timur, I'm going to try this one on you. I suspect you won't have a huge amount of sympathy, but Britain, for once, has actually got quite a good entry this year. Sam Ryder, who's got this really good song, and he's second favourite after Ukraine. He, of course, stands very little chance of winning. I suspect you don't have a huge amount of sympathy for him, though.
It's really great. It's really great.
Isn't it great? He would have won. He was good. We don't often produce very good people at the Eurovision Song Contest. You might have known that about Britain. We'll get nul point from everybody. As I say, I suspect you don't have a huge amount of sympathy for him, though, this year round.
It's, of course, a very interesting situation, but let's wait till tomorrow, because bookmakers could make a mistake about their predictions, of course. Of course, maybe Ukraine will receive some additional points, like signs of support from Europeans, but frankly speaking, the United Kingdom, as well as Italy and Spain, have a really good chance to be on the top tomorrow. So let's wait till tomorrow, and maybe after 30 years, the Eurovision will come back to the UK.
Do you know what? I think we just settled for not getting nil point for once. Timur, it's been a great pleasure talking to you, and the very best of luck for your broadcast tomorrow night.
Once again, sorry. Can you repeat?
I just said we'd be pleased not to get nul point, which is the French pronunciation.
Definitely. You know, for support of our country from your side, you know, right now we know who are the real brothers of us, not Russia, of course. It's the United Kingdom, Poland, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and so on, but not Russia. Of course, you will receive great points from Ukraine. I promise you.
Timur, great talking to you, and the very best of luck for tomorrow.